Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, amidst all the pro wrestling this weekend, we gotta shift gears a little bit. We gotta get to NASCAR. We haven't done any NASCAR videos all week, so we got 3 NASCAR races tonight at Martinsville, the old paperclip. We have the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. Tomorrow we have the NASCAR Xfinity Series, and of course the Cup Series on Sunday. So we're gonna go ahead and do the power ranking, the weekly power rankings that I've been doing the last few weeks. Kind of took the lead from Pistol Pete on the morning drive on TMD. He does his power rankings. I do mine a little different. You know what? That's what makes NASCAR NASCAR is everyone can have an opinion. It's 90% opinion, 10% fact. I've actually tweeted the boys on TMD, and Pistol Pete actually read that on the air in one of the shows last week towards the end of the show, so that was pretty cool. So my opinion is the number one driver is, we'll get there, that's the last of it, but we're going to go with because what I'm doing is I'm ranking the 36 full-time teams. So for example, we know Chase Elliott's in the 9. He's scheduled to run it all year. We know Chris Buescher's in the 17, scheduled to run it all year. But like the 15 for Rick Ware, the 16 for Kaulig Racing, they're going to have multiple different drivers. So I'm going to have that car ranked versus maybe like Casgrala, because when he steps away for Cody Ware, or on the 16 car when Josh Williams is in it, AJ Allmendinger's in it, Shane McGisbergen, Ty Dillon. So right now the bottom 5, and these are the 36 is all I'm going to rate. Zane Smith is number 36. We know that team is young. We know that team is struggling. But you look at his teammates, the Carson Hocevar and the Corey LaJoie, they are actually in the top 25 in points. So we don't know where the disconnect is. I know this 71 car is Alliance with Trackhouse Racing. The employees are Trackhouse employees building a car in the Spire shop. So is it the car? Is it the team? Is it Zane? We don't know. But you know what? He is a rookie. In my mind, he will get a pass because he definitely needs experience, and he doesn't really have a lot until now. Number 35, Harrison Burton, the 21 Wood Brothers. That is a Penske car that is built in the Penske shop. Is it the driver or is it the team? I don't know where the disconnect here is. I know Harrison struggled for his Diamond Cup. Every once in a while, have a great run. Did he come to Cup too early? Is this car that much different than the Xfinity car? I mean, he is a good driver, don't get me wrong, but he's not an elite driver like some of his teammates are. But also look at Austin Cindric. They came to Cup about the same time. Yes, Cindric won the 500. What has he done since? I know he's doing better than Harrison, but... So I would not be shocked if we see a change next year or the year after. I hate it for Harrison Burton. I think he needs a top-tier Xfinity ride. Maybe we could go back to Joe Gibbs. Maybe find something, something where he can get some confidence back and get himself back. Maybe he does a John Hunter. Go back to the Truck Series, work your way back up. John Hunter did it, and it's worked out amazing for him. Number 34 is the Kaulig number 16. AJ Allmendinger, SVG, Derek Kraus, Josh Williams, Ty Dillon, combination drivers. They are ranked 34th in the overall power rankings. Not great. Bottom 3, not great. I tweeted this out today. With the announcement of RCR bringing the 33 back for 4 races with Austin Hill in 2024 with United Rentals as a sponsor, I came up with an idea. Now, I did this last year, and hey, you can only be right once, right? But you know what? I will throw them out there until, see if I'm right. July 5th last year, we're talking 4 days after Shane Van Gisbergen won the Chicago Street Race. I tweeted out, you can go to my Twitter page at Rob Sports Show, and it is pinned. Kaulig Racing, put SVG in the 10 Kaulig Xfinity car, let him run the 13 in the Cup races. That literally is what happens. Basically what happened. He drove Kaulig 97, they renumbered it 10 to 97, whatever. But he ran a few Cup races in the 16. So I literally, 3 or 4 days after Shane Van Gisbergen won the Chicago Street Race, I literally nailed what was going to happen in 2024. I thought that was the freaking most awesome thing in the world. So my idea, 2025, Kaulig number 16, SVG, Alliance from Trackhouse Racing. Kaulig number 31, Cup, Austin Hill with Alliance RCR. So basically the 31 would be like a third RCR car. The 16 would be like a third Trackhouse car. Both with Kaulig charters. Both with Kaulig Racing. Remember, Kaulig Racing is on the RCR campus in Welcome, North Carolina. And if I remember correctly, Trackhouse started in the RCR shop with the number 99 before they bought Jeff Ganassi Racing. So there is precedent for those teams to work together. And then Kaulig have 4 Xfinity cars with AJ Allmendinger, Daniel Hemrick, Josh Williams, and Daniel Dye. Great idea. And then number 32 on the list is Austin Dillon. Maybe you put Austin Dillon in the Kaulig car, put Austin Hill in the RCR car. I don't know. Something like that. That way that one of those Kaulig cars is kind of a third RCR car. The other one is kind of a third Trackhouse car. That way Matt Kaulig keeps charters. Yet those teams don't have to spend $40 million for a charter. They can use the Kaulig cars. It helps Kaulig Racing, and in turn, it'll help develop Shane Van Gisbergen and Austin Hill. All right, number 10 on the power rankings: Chris Buescher. 1 top 5, 5 top 10s. Average finish 12.8. Average running position 16.4. Number 9. I know a lot of people are going to think this is super low, but I don't think it is. William Byron, 2 wins, 2 top 5s. Enough said right there. 4 top 10s. Average finish 12.7. Average running position, 15.5. He is running literally almost mid-pack, but he's got 2 wins. Daytona had an average running position of 17 and won the race. Number 8, Christopher Bell, 1 win, 3 top 5s, 5 top 10s. Average finish, 12.7. Average running position, 14.5. Number 7, Ryan Blaney, 3 top 5s, 3 top 10s. Average finish, 12.4. Average running position, 13.0. Number 6, Chase Elliott, 1 top 5, 2 top 10s, average finish 12.7, average running position 12.6. So he's literally finishing where he's running for the whole day. Number 5, Ross Chastain, 1 top 5, 4 top 10s, average finish 10.5, average running position 14.1. Kyle Larson, number 4 on the list, 1 win, 3 top 5s, 3 top 10s, average finish 11.86, average running position 10.2. Denny Hamlin, 2 wins, 2 top 5s. See, to me, as we do these power rankings, the top 5 matter. But when you have 2 wins, it's awesome, but those are the 2 top 5s. Yes, he admitted he jumped the restart a little bit. NASCAR admitted they missed it. But guess what? Also, Denny Hamlin mentioned last week. He was looking in the mirror, looking out the window. He saw the 22 get a run on it. He laid back and get a run. He saw the 5 lay back and get a run. He saw the 19 lay back. So when that 22 took off, he took off. We can argue that line all we want. We can argue that restart all we want. But here's the thing. If people want NASCAR to follow the rules, quote, to the letter of the law. So if your nose isn't on that line and you go, okay, first off, we have SMT data. We can figure that out. How do you figure it out? Okay, so he has to have less than 20% throttle before he hits the line, or less than 50% throttle. But if it's at 49, he's good. If it's at 51, he's fucked. Where do we draw the line? Okay, you know what? We figure that line out. If your nose touches that line and you've already hit the throttle, you go to the back. Ever how you want to penalize it? Okay, cool. We can do that. Don't wish for something, people. You don't want it. So when Chase Elliott, when Joey Logano, when Kyle Busch, when insert popular driver name here, Ryan Blaney, jumps to start by a foot, they're at 51% throttle versus 49% throttle, and you ding them, they get a win taken away because it's on the last restart. They don't make the playoffs. Everyone crying about NASCAR not following their own rules and be like, but NASCAR affected them making the playoffs. That's not fair. Excuse me? So when Chase Elliott finishes 17th in points again with no wins because NASCAR enforced a rule, took the win away, and everyone's crying, well, they need to add in the playoffs like they did with Jeff Gordon that one year. No, it didn't work that way. You can't have it both ways. I personally thought that restart was fine. And I've said that. But that's just my opinion. Anyway, average finish 11.0 for Denny Hamlin. Average running position 9.21. Number 2 on the list, Ty Gibbs. 3 top 5s, 5 top 10s. Average finish 9.0. Average running position 11.01. Last week he was number 1 on the power rankings. But he got dropped down by the one, the only, Martin Truex Jr. 2 top 5s, 5 top 10s, average finish 8.1, average run position 9.19. Not that big a Truex fan, and I've said it before. I mean, when I rank drivers personally, I'm like, okay, I am a fan, I am neutral, and I hate. There's only 3 people that I hate in Cup and Xfinity. There's probably 10 to 12 that I like, that I follow, that I want to see how they're doing, and then everyone else is in the neutral zone. Martin Truex Jr. is in the neutral zone for me. Cool, he does well, awesome. He got a little upset at the end of Richmond. I thought that was cool, actually. I thought the fact that Denny ran him up, left him the lane, obviously was in the preferred lane. He got all pissed off at Denny for that. He got all pissed off at Kyle Larson the way Kyle Larson raced him. I like seeing emotion like that from Martin Truex Jr. So, but he is number 1 in the weekly power rankings. So that is Buescher, Byron, Bell, Blaney, Elliott, Chastain, Larson, Hamlin, Gibbs, and number 1 Martin Truex Jr. Make sure you check out the previews of the Xfinity Truck and Cup race, along with all the pro wrestling from WrestleMania weekend. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show, and don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day at Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content.